Welcome back to StoryChief Academy. In this video, we'll take a closer look at StoryChief settings. So, if you go to the top right corner and then click on Settings, you will see all the different options to start with you have in your workspace settings here. So for example, you can upload your own logo here for this workspace. Is there a time zone as well? So selecting a time zone is very important because when you schedule your articles, it will refer to the time zone that you are in. We also have your date and time format here, the first day of the week here, and the number format here. If you are an agency, you can also enable the agency mode. The agency mode will allow you as the owner to see the billing page. And if you add customers to different workspaces that you manage, they won't have access to the billing page. Also, if you would like to change the link of your organization of your blog, you can change it here. Or you can delete your account here as well. The next step is all about users. Here you can manage all of your users. You can enable two-factor identification for them here. There is also a single sign-on option available if you need to use that for your organization. You can always access the user panel from this shortcut here at the top as well. And then within the user settings, you can also transfer your ownership. So for example, if you want to make someone else the owner of your account, you can just make them an owner here. Also, there can only be one owner for every account. This is where you will see your single sign-on settings once it's enabled. To do so, you do need to contact us. Next, we have our story share settings. So let's go there. This is about your content shares. So every time you create a social post on multiple channels and you would like to change the cover image per channel, you will need to enable this option here. This will allow you to customize everything. Next, let's go to the editor in the settings. So here what you have is your media alignment. This will align images and embeds to the left or to the right on your CMS system. So if you want that, you just need to go ahead and enable this option here. Next, the layout on your CMS system might allow you to use full screen images in your articles. So if you want that, you just need to go ahead and enable or disable that option at the bottom here. The next setting is all about multi-language story settings. So let's say you have one article which you want to translate to multiple languages. With this setting, every time someone comes to your blog, the person will see the right version of your article. So to do so, just add a new language here and then choose the language you want to translate. So let's go ahead and choose French down here. And then let's go ahead and click on Save. So now I have two languages in my system, and if your CMS is connected to StoryChief, it will automatically know what language your article is in. And in order to start translating my stories, just go ahead and click on Stories at the top here. So once in the story settings, go ahead and click on the three dots here. Then go to Translate and choose a language you want to translate it to. So French here, for example. So what just happened? It duplicated my article, so now it's time to actually translate it. However, you already see that the system shows up in French here. So your CMS will know that this is the French version of your article, and then it will show the French version of your article on your website. So let's go back here, and we can also edit templates for content briefing. So every time you create a brief, this is the template that will be shown for you. You can also edit it here. Next here, you can manage your authors. And authors are people who are not users, yet you want their name to appear next to the story. Next here, we can go ahead and manage categories of your website. So if you want, you can also go ahead and lock the category creation. That means that other users can't create new categories in the summary page of their article. Next, we can go to the keywords here. So all the keywords that you've used will appear here. You can also go ahead and add multiple keywords if you desire. Next, we can go to tag settings and it will have all the tags that you've used. You can also go ahead and lock that if you want. Also here are the billing pages. So for example, you can check your billing history here. You can also go ahead and check your subscription. Next, we have the API keys and API apps that you've used. Next, we can also have the channels page, but we've already covered that. And lastly, we have the integrations. So integrations aren't like channels where the content goes, but the things that you embed in your articles all the things that we support. So for example, in StoryChief, you can create a lead capture form, and in order to save this lead somewhere here, you can choose the option that you want to use. So for example, you might want to save them in Salesforce here, or HubSpot, or maybe Typeform, and so on. You can also sync your content calendar with your preferred calendar of choice. Here are the DAM and cloud storage integrations that we also support. And next, the content embeds that we support inside the editor. So for example, you can include in your articles and embed a TikTok post, a YouTube video, podcasts, or any other content that you've made in these different tools. These can be embedded inside your article. We also support Zapier. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.